Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him. I am a professional commercial food photographer and stylist, and also a cookbook author and recipe developer. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much and welcome back. Today, what we're going to do, I recorded this earlier as I was setting it up, but it turned out to be 2 hours long, and I thought nobody is going to sit through a 2 hour long video, no matter how much interested in my planning setup. It was going to be a plan with me to set up my 2022 Jibun Techo, but now I'm just going to do a flip through because it is more mindful of everybody's time. So the Jibun Techo with daily is part of my setup for 2022. So this is the cover. I have the blue and I have the yellow. The sticker right here is for the co-op. The co-op is where I source a lot of my produce and locally farmed goods for both my personal food photography and for when I'm having to do cooking and styling for clients. And I have a wholesale account, and these are stickers that I have that I'm just putting inside of my front covers as conversation pieces when I meet with clients for the first time and have that initial consultation. So these I just have at the beginning. I don't know if I'm going to use them or how I'm going to use them, but they fit with the theme that I want for November, which is really braining, developing new recipes. These were part of my Sticky Club subscription some years ago. I keep these around. If I ever get a journal that small, I might create a dashboard out of them. You have to excuse me, my throat is scratchy all of a sudden. This is the life book right here. I am not quite decided how I'm going to use it yet, other than the anniversaries to mark birthdays and other important dates that I need to remember that are reoccurring every single year. Other than that, this is a work in progress. And then we get to the 22 regular part of the book, which is also the Biz, which I know for sure I'm switching to the Biz instead of this personal one that comes with the starter pack because I do not like the colors in here. So with the calendar that has the 2022, 2021, and 2023, all these gray highlights, those are weeks that I take off from booking any client shoots and focus solely on administrative work. This yellow right or orangey right here is I have an exhibit coming up called Nourish Celebration. That is going to be a celebration of farmers, local producers, beverage producers, food producers, etc., and celebrating them because they kept us nourished during COVID despite really, really difficult challenges. This I was going to use for birthdays like I used to in my traveler's notebooks, but I'm not going to because I have the life. I'm not quite decided how I'm going to use these yet. The age chart, I like this. I find it interesting that I would be a different age according to the Emperor's calendar as opposed to the calendar that we use here in Canada. My Dream 2022, I'm doing some goals I would like to achieve in 2022. For instance, on Saturdays after I do my live plan with me's, I want to start, you can't see this. I want to start regularly booking one-on-ones, go back to teaching one-on-ones. I do one-on-ones about photography, business, marketing, stuff like that. I find one-on-one education is a lot better than group education because I can tailor it specifically to people's needs. My other goal for 2022 is get a book agent. I currently have multiple agents who are considering signing me. I also have a couple publishers that have my proposal and are considering publication. So hopefully that will happen in 2022. The publishing process is so long, so we never know how long that's going to take. The money plan, still haven't quite decided what I'm going to use for these spreads because I use QuickBooks for that. For the Japanese map, Japan map, this is all of my color coding. I have a lot of color coding because I have multiple tracks of things that I have to track every single year. I have my brand colors right here because I'm tired of having to pull up a file that I have these saved when I need to quickly enter them when I'm designing something. So now I just have to flip through the beginning of my Jibun Techo, and it's right there. And then cookbook development, I have some legend for what abbreviations mean. So when I write down stuff, I know what each thing means. And then for this weekly spread, I have things that reoccur every single week. It's being filled out it's like in process every single day. I remember something new that is done on a weekly basis. So I have my exercise days. I have my milk delivery days. I have my cow up delivery days. Yes, we get milk delivered in bottles from the Couch and Milk Company. The deadline for placing my milk and cheese order, my deadline for placing my cow up order, weekly write-in, weekly life plan with me, Sundays as a personal day. This is like television schedule of when things disappear because we don't have a cable subscription, so we have limited time to be able to watch stuff. So that's just there to remind us. Color coded, everything that is this blue is me only, and anything that is this purple is both myself and my partner. Here is a running list of social media ideas, color coded depending on what social media platform they're going to go on. I'm going to run out of these pages probably soon, so I don't know. They might have to spill over into this. F-stoppers, post ideas. Still have to fill this out. I have a Word file somewhere that has a whole bunch of post ideas, and I forget to look at it. So it's going in here because I actually look at my journal and pick it up every single day. Disabled kitchen and garden post ideas. I'm slowly filling this out with things that recipes that I'm really behind on putting up on the website. And here I have Biz office supply needs. Oh, here's a story. So normally I would used to carry around multiple pens and a mechanical pencil. And then I decided, oh, they have Japanese pens. The Zebra Sarasa has them in a multi-pen. I'm going to get a multi-pen. It's going to save me a whole bunch of headaches. Well, my black is already gone after using it for 2 weeks, and I cannot find refills that are the 0.4 millimeter for this. So now I'm on the hunt for refills for this so I can continue to use it. I'm having to switch to blue ink until that dies. And I've thought about changing to Jetstream, I think it is, the Uni Jetstream, but it's for the 0.38 millimeter. But again, the problem is finding refills in Canada. And so that's a problem that I need to solve. And I have a whole bunch of other things in an Amazon wish list that I need to add to here so I do not forget and do not lose track of things that I need. TV list, these are shows that we want to watch, and we're on what streaming platform they are. Otherwise, we forget. We just are about finished watching Sort of on CBC. We give that an A+. The 4400 on Stack TV, I'm undecided on that yet. I've caught up on all the episodes, but I don't know if it's a show for me, so I haven't graded that yet. Movie lists is staying for movie lists. So this is a running, I don't remember, oh, this was the gifts thing, because we don't need to track those. So this is now photo shoots that I need to take for Disabled Kitchen and Garden and for my cookbook. So I have what it is, I have where it goes. This is how I use vellum to extend my pages. I was putting, this is like a really, really rough sketch of a shoot that I have to do. Underneath of that is my prop list. Here is a shot list, some shoots of my exhibit, my Nourish exhibit. So this is things that I need to shoot next week. I was just sticking these onto the page to pull before putting to my dailies, but I don't know if you can see this, but when I pulled them off, it like creates this, yeah, you can kind of see it. It creates this bump here. Yeah, you can see the indent here to the pages, and I'm not a fan. So I have vellum. Originally, the vellum was only going to be to extend my daily pages, but I'm also now using it in these pages because to put the initial sketches here before I move them into my dailies for the day that I do the shoots or whatever. This is my social media tracker for I'm going to be putting subscription, how many people have subscribed to each of my channels every single month. Recipes to develop. I have a whole bunch of these that I still have to transfer from other areas, from my multiple journals and scratch pads that are laying all over my house. And I have to finish this list. That's going to go all the way over to here. When it runs out in here, then I have pages in the daily for it to run through. These is another page extension so that when I first jot out the recipe that I'm developing, the ingredients and everything on the grid stickies, you'll see an example of that for a recipe that I just finished yesterday. It gets stuck here before it gets transferred to the daily. These Gantt charts I'm using for, like, this is my January exhibit shoot schedule. These are all the days that I have to shoot next week for November 2021. Probably going to be shooting all of this week too. This right here is the deadline to be finished the shoot. And this is the print deadline when I have to get things to the printer in December. I have a cookbook dev timeline as well, and that's where these come into play. So I'm going to put a W for every day that I wrote, every day that I shot for my cookbook, or a shooting schedule once the publisher's like, hey, we need these pictures by this date. And then D for recipe developing, and that will go throughout the whole thing. I have another exhibit that is exploring the intersections of food, disability, and culture. And I'm going to start tracking deadlines and stuff through the Gantt charts as well, just to have a quickly overview of when things have to be done. So that's how I'm using the Gantt charts, how we use them in business. I like that they go all the way to 2023. So this is the month overview, and I have the tabs. I will have to talk about these later, maybe. I think I talked about these in my sticker haul video, which I will put somewhere here. My Happy Mail video. But this is the sticker for the whole month. Then it goes for the weeks. Then it goes for freely, and then this is, I'll talk about this in a minute, but here's the day sticker. And so it's all color coordinated, so you just have to look at the color, and then once December comes, etc. Starting December, I'm going to stick these tabs where the dates, where the month's numbers are in the Jibun Techo. I'm still playing with an overview. This isn't how I really want it to look. I'm still playing with this section. I still have another month to kind of figure it out before 2022 starts. But this is basically like things, overall appointments that I have for the month, things that are happening, deadlines, priorities for the month, things that I need to set up for this month. Like I have to set up my booking calendar for my one-on-one teaching that's going to start in January. I have to pull December winter stickers before the end of the month. I am going to the last one of these squares at the bottom is entering my cookbook word count. And then I have a question here because I've run out of all these pages. I'm contemplating right now getting Hobonichi Techo Avec. And it's like, do I keep planning? So I currently have these really huge, elaborate cookbook planners using Microsoft Planner, and it has Gantt charts and deadlines, and there's multiple buckets. It kind of works like Trello, but it's better because I can schedule from my email straight to Planner, pull stuff from Planner straight to my email, to my OneDrive, to booking appointments, etc. It just to Teams. It just works that way. But again, it's one of those things that it's just another thing to open up on my computer. I'm not in one place on my computer all day long. I'm everywhere, but I'm in my journal all day long. So I'm considering, do I keep my cookbook planner in, or planning in Planner? Same with my big exhibit. I have another planner that is for my exhibit with deadlines for marketing, for shooting, for doing the videos, for approaching sponsors, a whole timeline, an 18-month production timeline. And I'm not sure after using this Techo for 2 weeks, I'm not sure it's going to be able to be contained within this, and you might see why as I go on and show you my dailies. So I might have to get another planner just for those. I was hoping to have everything in one spot, but this is basically just barely holding everything I have to do just for my regular business management every single day, and for managing my personal life. Never mind like big, huge project managing. So that's how I'm using the months, just overview. Like I have my life plan with me, I have an ad deadline, I have to train somebody, I have a doctor's appointment, PPOC Live, Professional Photographers of Canada, the third Wednesday of every month we have a live educational event. I have therapy that day. I have a diversity and inclusion committee meeting on this. I have to meet with the Attorney General's Office of Canada because I am advising on the new conversion therapy ban bill that's going to be happening. Anyways, yeah, overview of my month. And then we go to my weeks. And this was my first week using the Jibun Techo and a whole new system. So I was kind of playing with things. Like this big, huge whoop is like my feedback for the panels that I was doing, that I was running at Light Matters. That was all weekend. So this has Light Matters with an arrow all through those days. This is what the blue signifies as well. These orange days right here with the dog stickers, those are dog food making days. And if I go back to the months, you can see, did I not do it there? Oh yes, you can see these stickers with the brown. The stickers, those are all dog food making days as well, because I have to schedule my own recipe development around the days that we have to make dog food. So it's really important for me to know what are dog food making days. Admin days are brown, and so it's like blocking out blocks. Everything is color coded so I can easily see what I'm doing during the day. I was just playing with setups. I have like little hands. These are a running task list of things I would like to accomplish in the week. A big, huge, broad overview before it gets stuck into my dailies. And if things have to move, I was very, very optimistic last week because I didn't realize how much resources would be spent to planning for Light Matters and dealing with some last minute press inquiries, etc. Down here as well, just little notes to help me plan better. Like on Monday, video editing wiped me. I mean, it took me hours and hours and hours. I think I spent... So this was the shoot. I started it at 11 o'clock in the morning and finished at 1800 hours, so 6 p.m. And then I was editing all through here and I was done. And I'm like, I'm never doing that again. I had a migraine all day on Tuesday. I got, oh, I have to show this. I got a desktop sorter in the mail. I'm very, very happy about that. Feedback from the panels was a great panel. And then backstage talk, someone told me that a talk that I gave, they would have paid $1,000 for it. So that's really helpful for me to figure out if I'm overcharging or undercharging for the one-on-one education that I do. Biz Note Structure, I attended a panel about that, and that's on page 1 of my dailies, or of my scratch, of my freely. Great workshop was feedback as well for other things that, another workshop that I was given. Down here in the purple, 3 times a day, I check in with my body and I see how many spoons I have. For those of you who are not familiar with the spoon theory, spoons is basically your energy level and how much energy you have to do things. So I assess my body at 10, at 2, and at 6. And the goal is to have at least one spoon left when I'm done my workday before I crash on the couch and cuddle with my dogs. If I'm at a 0, I did not plan my day well. I mean, this was a 0 all day because I had a migraine all day. So I basically, all I did that day was my blood work that I had to do and ate. And that was a great day. And I put a migraine down there. So when I look at this, I don't feel like, oh my God, Jules, you got nothing done. It's like, no, you had a migraine. You were at 0s all day. You did awesome because you were respecting your body and not pushing through it. So yeah, I assess my body, and then at the very end of this, I have a whole bunch of lists of things that I can do based on my energy level. So if I have a 1, I get to pick 1 activity from this list. A 2, again, is picking 1 activity from this list. You get to do a little bit more. If I score a 3, then I pick 2 activities. Score 4, I have picked 2 activities, but there's some extra things that aren't available in my other ones. If I score a 5, I pick 2 activities, but again, they are like more energy expenditures. You have to use more spoons to do these. If I score a 6, I don't remember the last time I scored a 6. I pick 3 activities, score 7, 3, 8, 4, 9, 4, and 10 for one day. I would hope to get a 10. I start going to the pain clinic soon. I'm hoping now that I'm seeing an endocrinologist and they did some testing that shows that I have some issues that could possibly leading to my fatigue. I'm hoping that one day I score somewhere up in the 7 to 8s and be able to do like to conquer the world. But yeah, this is all about checking with my body, picking activities based on my level of energy. So this leaves me the energy that I need for days that I have no choice but to show up to a client's restaurant or distillery and shoot, or other deadlines that are not my own self-imposed business deadlines. It really, really helps. So I don't plan my day basically until I wake up in the morning and figure out how I'm feeling. So that was the first week. I mean, I think I was kind of getting an idea. This is this week, how it's looked so far. So I got a lot done this week. I only have a few more things that I have to do. I got some more stickers in here, again highlighted, and everything's color coded so I can kind of at a glance see where I'm putting my time. I forgot to put on Monday. No, it was Tuesday I got Happy Mail. Well, that pen's dead. I have to remember that. So, got Happy Mail on Tuesday. Or maybe it was Monday. Oh no, it was Monday. So I was going to shoot the unboxing on Tuesday, but my coffee pot died. So that wasn't happening. This was a note to myself to take it easy. You did a lot over the weekend. So, I mean, it looks like I did a lot, but it was actually mostly like planner setup. I wrote for a bit, more planner setup. I did a giveaway. I did some exercise, and then I like crashed and watched TV for the rest of the evening. So this was, I mean, it looks busy, but when I look at it, I can see, yes, you did a lot of stuff that was low key. You took it easy. You still got some productivity done, but you respected your notes to take it easy because I did a lot over the weekend and that my spoons are finite. So I had a migraine all day yesterday. I edited a video during the write-in. That was the unboxing that I did. It's gonna be somewhere a link to the um, Sticky Club unboxing, which I'm going to show you it in use in a minute. Today I have a note on here. People find this hilarious. Oh, that's going to be upside down. Huh? It says, can we... there, do you see that? It says, relax and take a holiday for once, because I never take holidays. I even forget that they happen. So I'm doing laundry today. I'm shooting this video. I have a migraine. I have a list of other things to do if I get bored. I mean, but it is pretty much, I'm leaving this day empty. I woke up with a 3 out of 3 today, even though I have a migraine. Tomorrow, it's already busy. So the morning I have a doctor's appointment and I have to prep for training. These are things that I cannot avoid. So I'm pretty much booked until 1600 hours with an hour to deflate after I train somebody. I always put book out an hour after a meeting or I train somebody or whatever so that I can unwind, catch up, do what I need to do so that I can tackle the rest of my day. Saturday is my live plan with me. A thing that I do need to start doing is I have breakfast in here because I work for 2 hours and then I have breakfast. That's just the way my body works. It takes a little bit for my stomach to wake up. I have alerts on my phone for when it's time to have my snacks during the day because I have a pretty active job, so I have to keep my energy levels up. When to have lunch. I have a really bad habit of just dismissing the notification on my phone. And then, as you can see, I work and work and work and forget to eat. So I really need to start putting lunch breaks in here as well so that I do not work through lunch. Because if I was shooting, there would be that as part of my shooting schedule for not only me and my team, but also for the client. So I need to start remembering that do when I'm not shooting the things that I do while I'm shooting. And then this is my personal day. So I have this really nice washi that I just put in there because I'm not planning. I have personal things that happen every single Sunday that I don't need to put in there. So that's how I'm using the weeks. I have these stickers are from Sticky Club. I may change how I do this, like the color blocks and everything, but I'm happy with this setup. It's both functional, it has some decorative to it. It's not pretty, but because functionality is number one, but I want to make it pleasing to me. This may not be pleasing to you, but it's pleasing to me. Oh yeah, dog food making days, admin day, milk delivery day, cow up delivery days. So these, anyway, stuff is in here. So that's how I'm using the weeklies. And then I have the way that I'm using the notes inserts. The idea inserts, I should say, is just basically scratch paper with numbered, because I have throughout my journal different notes of where to find things. So this is just some takeaways from a workshop that I attended. And the weird thing about this, there's this method that we learned that Warren Buffett, I think, came up with. It's like a 5 or 25-5. You write 25 things that you want to accomplish next year, and then you pick the top 5, and then you discard the rest and never think about them. And I don't have like big ideas. So, I mean, I do have big ideas, but I have a business plan and I work for my business plan, and my business plan is a 5-year plan. So I think like I have all this like by this month book this many clients, by this, like I have that already written out in a business plan to hold me accountable. But I think I wrote it down because I thought this may be interesting for other people who are having a hard time prioritizing, maybe, and they haven't heard of this 25-5 method. Maybe it will work for you. These quotes for me actually ties into my social media ideas for Polaris Creative Food, and it's to promote my art gallery, and it's like quotes from me personally that I put in on my websites or in press releases or whatever about accessibility, and it says see page 2. And so this is just one of those quotes that I have about why I'm doing that gallery, and it says awareness needs to be increased. A lot of these barriers intersect with other areas of marginalization, such as ethnicity, sexuality, and gender identity. I'm Jules, a disabled food photographer, and I'm on a mission. So that would be something that I would post to Instagram, maybe a little bit about that mission, or maybe I just end it there and say story to be continued, and then with an image that is either one of my existing images or will be in my gallery. And this is a running list of to-dos. If we go to next week, I already have, so my priority for next week is to shoot my exhibit. And I have these 3 days for sure booked aside for shooting the exhibit. I was hoping to book the whole entire week, but some clients needed me for things on Thursday and Friday, so it's just these 3 days. Some things that have to get done this week. So this is the running to do that says running to do page 3. So these are things that I have to finish pulling from other places to finish putting in this. So like find my samosa notes. I have an air fryer samosa recipe that I've developed. It's great. It's amazing. I have the image. For the life of me, I cannot find the piece of paper that I wrote everything down on to make the perfect samosa that doesn't take all your spoons, and that anybody that allows disabled people to cook instead of having to have an assembly line of people cooking it in your kitchen. I have a pear and grape salmon salad. It's kind of like a Waldorf, but it's not. Notes. I have that shot. I can't find the recipe. I have to see what I've posted to Patreon that I haven't posted to my Disabled Kitchen and Garden website. Find notes for a dal recipe that I made. Find the notes for a mutar chana recipe that I made. Check my cookbook that I've already typed out for recipes I haven't posted yet. And check Disabled Kitchen and Garden to see what recipes are in drafts that need photos. And this is what happens, because last year I said, well, maybe I'm just going to try all of Microsoft tools instead of doing everything written down. And this is what happens when I do things digitally. Stuff gets disorganized, stuff doesn't happen, and that doesn't happen when I use a physical journal or a planner. And then the dailies. So for the only thing I've set up in here, because I know I'm going to run out of space soon, is the continuing list of recipes. But this doesn't start until 2022. So until 2022, I'm using a traveler's notebook day free. And so this page right here is like just a master index of where I can find things that I need to find to recall again. So notes for things that I have to do that are that have a deadline for us for the DIAC, Diversity and Inclusion Advisory Committee that I'm on. One late shoot info. So as part of a workshop that I gave this weekend, one light photography. I did a live photo shoot as part of it, and the info I needed for that photo shoot is on that day. And then when I was talking in here about, it's on this page. Oh no. Oh, gotta iron that out maybe. Okay, we'll sort that out. It's not gonna matter. So the recipes to develop, the notes, the Thai squash soup recipe is on this day. So I'm still sorting how it's going to look in the days. It's pretty much the appointments on one side, to-dos on another. I'm still kind of playing out with layouts. I'm gonna decorate with washi with some blank space because I don't want blank space. I might just doodle because I want my daily to be a mix of functional and arts and crafts, or doodling or painting or whatever. So again, here's the appointments of everything I have to, blocks of chunk for things I have to do. Here's the checklist beside those things, so specific to-dos for these blocks of time. Then, oh, I did this. I got to check this off. I did not check this off. Again, more to-dos that I have to do. This was a respond to email thing. These are the notes from a meeting. These are things I have to implement by a deadline that is in this book. We get to here. Here is another example of how I'm using Vellum to expand my daily pages. So November 5th, this was all the list of things I have to do that day and times. It's like all day until 5 p.m. This is all I had to do. It was like just one big, huge prep day. It was the day before Light Matter started. So I had to sketch out the shoots that I was doing live. Over here, I had to create the food and prop list so I could gather all of that to set up my shoot on Saturday, because I was sketching and setting it up Saturday before the live shoot on Sunday. And then on this page over here is all the equipment that I had to gather. Like, this was one of the things I had to, like, sketch, shoot, and create lists was this task. And then it's all folded up in here, and it has the title of what the shoot is for, and it's just all handy dandy without having to pull yet another planner, because this information would be yet another planner that I would have to pull information from, and it wasn't being done, and things were being missed, and things were getting inefficient. So it's like, what can I do to consolidate stuff for 2022? And this is one of those things that I'm doing, that to consolidate things in 2022. This was Light Matters again. This was my one light shoot. So yeah, I did photography that day. So I have the sticker. The tickets is basically come for the giveaway and get your tickets. Some running shoes because I exercised on this day. Planner setup. That's why I have this book spine washi, is because, oh, and I finished an article, hence the book spine washi, or book spine washi. So I'm trying to make my washi somewhat correspond with what I'm doing that day. These were hard deadlines that I had in red so here's, I'm getting a little bit more neater. Like, as I'm going, I'm trying different ways of noting this. And then I get to here and it's like, okay, so on one side, I have my appointments by time. Sorry about that. My battery died again. I really need to stop letting that happen and replace my battery in my camera before I shoot. So I think what I was explaining when my battery died is I've come up with something a little bit cleaner as I've come along. So I have my appointments on one side, and then the to-dos with arrows pointing for those appointments. If I had to cancel something, why? Oh yeah, buy a coffee maker. That was a big to-do I had to do that day. So as I was, let's go back to this one for a minute. Recipes to develop. Yes. This card right here, what was stuck here that causes horrible puckering, that when I moved to here was my grid sticky notes with my recipe developed. This was the third and final version of my Thai-inspired winter squash soup. These are all the notes with the final changes that I made regarding cook times and a few other things. And I finally figured out how many servings, the prep time, the cook time, finalized the equipment people are going to need to make it. So that is stuck to this day. And again, it says right here that the recipe is on November 10th, 21 in the daily. So these are just other things that I had to do this day. All my appointments, things I had to do. Here we are on today. It's to do. I added the vellum because I'm like, oh, that puckering is gross. Some other little planning setup things to do as I'm learning what I need out of 2022 as each of my days go. And then it's like, if I'm feeling bored, because today was like, relax, take it easy, take a holiday for once. It's the things to do if I'm bored that I have on my to-do list for the month. But if I can get them done today, let's do that. And then Friday, tomorrow, already has some running lists in there. I haven't added anything to the weekend yet, and I have to start planning Saturday soon. But I already have stuff that I have to do on Monday. Yeah, so that is how I'm using dailies now, and what will be continued once I move into the Jibun Techo 2022 days. Thing I want to touch on about the stickies is yesterday I did the unboxing of this folio sticker holder, and I said I would show you later. If you missed that video, it's going to be somewhere here, somewhere. Put it here, follow the link. When you get a sticky, I mean, so it's basically a 3-ring binder, and it holds all of these sticker sorter things. I have so many of these that I need to use up, and I need to go back through my daily here and sticky up this and kind of stop. I bought the stickers to use them. They're not precious in that way. I need to start using them. So right now I have, this is like office things. There's cameras in here for days that I have photo shoots, so I can put cameras in there. This is more admin type stuff, more admin type stickers. Oh, and some video stickers for days that I'm creating video. More admin stuff. Gosh, I've got a lot of admin stuff that I don't. Some of it is too big for my weekly spread, so I have to start like doing more things, more stickers on my dailies. This is some flake stickers for birthdays, when it's people's birthdays. These are all animal stickers, so vet appointments, dog food making days. I got lots of dog stickers. I got some cat stickers for when the cats need to get their vaccines or other things that happen to them. Some more happy birthday stickers. So yeah, all about my pets. This is all dedicated to my 4 pets. And this is some food related stickers. I have a whole big huge envelope with food related stickers, and these are just for recipe developing days when I'm eating. I have these that I really, really like. Let's see if this will focus. There we go. To put on grocery delivery day or grocery order days. I have to actually maybe do shopping today. So I have, oh, go back here, teacup. There's something I found. See if I may have put it somewhere else. I think I may have put it somewhere else. But it had like farms and stuff on there for when I'm shooting the days. Oh, I may have put it over here. Haha. Now that I talked about it, because these are for shooting. I'm typing, shooting, journaling, other admin, shooting. Oh, where did I put it? This is the problem when you have so many stickers. Kind of lose track of where specific things are that you find and are like, oh, I have the perfect use for that. Cool stickers. If I don't find it soon, I'm not going to bore you to tears. But I had like, I found a sheet that had like farmhouses and stuff on it that I can put in my dailies for when I have to go shoot at a farm. Again, I want to show you. So when you get a sticky subscription, this is an old one. I think they've maybe renamed the retro to antique, or maybe it's still retro. But basically, you get your sticky envelope in the mail from stickyclub.com, and it comes in one of these folios. So you have, this is what I'm going to be using, for Christmas, holidays, Hanukkah, all that stuff that's coming in December. This is from a few years ago that I got this one. And I had these, I keep these envelopes because they're good and I'm all about reusing. But I pulled this specifically for today just to show you basically what comes in a sticky subscription. You get a sticker that's about this is Snowy Village is the theme for this month. And then there is this like cute little Christmas type holiday, winter holiday inspired paper clip that you can use. And then there's a bunch of flake stickers that are all, I mean, these are just, they're really pretty. Well, wrong way. Here we go. These are A5. There is this little notebook. I love these. And I have so many of these in a shoebox. And I still have to figure out, I mean, it's cute little, nice thin paper. You need to figure out a use for these, but you normally get something like this. You get a couple stationery pieces. And this is the other stationery piece that came in this one. These are sticky, this is a sticky pad. It's decorative. I'm probably going to use this to decorate some pages. And then you get like 3 to 5 sticky sheets and the ones, so there's these birds. And then, oh, I got to do it this way. These snowflakes. Come on, focus. Like, oh, there we go. Focus, see? And then what else could I use this month? These are like houses and stuff. Oh, they're gold flakes. I really like them. Some winter bottles. This is like some toys and stuff. Come on, focus. Boop. Hello, there we go. And then some houses. If you're going to visit somebody, or if I have to go shoot somewhere, I might use these. Come on, focus. I'm up here, camera. There we go. Back down. There we go. So yeah, this one came with 6 sheets that month that I got these. And then stick it in my folio. even though I'm not supposed to do this till December. I'm gonna put it at the back. And so all the stickers that I've pulled to use for that month are all right in here. And then I have so many shoe boxes. Maybe one day I will sit down and you guys can sit with me while I figure out what stickers I am going to be selling on eBay, because I have a whole lot that I need to sell that I'll never use, that are taking up room in my planner supply closet. So that is a walkthrough of my setup, flip through of my setup for 2022. I hope you found it interesting. I hope that maybe you learned something new, or you come up with some ideas to implement in 2022 that you haven't thought about. If you like this video, then please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And remember that every single Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. GMT, we sit down live here on my YouTube channel for a live plan with me, and we just set up using whatever planner system that we're using to set up our upcoming week in any way that works for us, and we discuss it and we learn from each other, and perhaps come up with some new ideas on how to either manage our personal lives or business lives, or prepare for a shoot, or whatever it is that you're planning. Come and join me on Saturdays. Until next time, thank you. Bye.